building.
We back.
Episode number 8, PhilosoMe Talks podcast, man. Yo, I'm super excited today. I jump out of a plane today. So I'm feeling kind of different right now. I'm feeling kind of new right now. I feel light. I feel crazy. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later on, man. Welcome back. Before we even get started, please make sure you like, subscribe, click, comment, whatever you can to get us going, y'all. Let's blow it up. We waiting. We waiting on y'all now. We gonna give it to y'all every week. Now we waiting on y'all. But you got Tweezy here.
Got your boy Boogie.
You got the smooth grip.
And we ready to turn it up, man. We got some good conversation going on today. Let me see. I don't know if we're gonna have a caller today or not. We'll see how that go on. But like always, I want to make a toast, y'all. And this one is near and dear to my heart because it's for me. I'm sorry. I got to be selfish today. Oh, yeah. I want to make a toast to the fact that I faced one of my biggest fears today, man. I jumped out of a plane. I went skydiving, and I'm scared of heights, yo. So facing that fear, I don't know if y'all know how it feels to face a fear. I ain't scared of nothing no more. I ain't scared. Facing that fear was a big thing for me, so I want to make a toast to me, y'all. And I'll hopefully y'all follow the footsteps and get rid of that evil called fear in you. Cheers, fellas. Boom. All right.
Yo, so you started off saying you went skydiving today. How was that? I never experienced it. How was it? How was the overall experience?
Man, the way that I feel right now, it's exhausting. Like, it's surprisingly exhausting. Like, it's an experience, and like so imagine jumping out of a plane for the first time. Like, that's an adrenaline rush that you probably never felt in your life. To jump out of a plane at 11,000 feet. I don't know, man.
Getting chased by a dog gives you a different kind of adrenaline rush.
It do. It's a different. You got chased by a dog before?
Heck yeah. I feel like every black person did at one point in time of their life.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I got chased. I don't think I ever got chased by a dog.
What?
Like the point, because I wasn't gonna run.
Bro, like I got chased by a dog. That dog was fast as shit. That motherfucker caught my ass, right? And the dude yelled right when he got to me. He yelled and he stopped. I was like, "Thank God." Yeah.
It was saved by the yell.
Yeah, word.
Yo,
that nigga just stopped. I was like,
Bro, a dog can't chase. The dog can't chase you if you don't run.
Man, I got chased on a bike and on foot before.
Nigga run full speed at you, you gonna run.
Heck yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna kick that mother. Like, that shit already, dogs never been trying to chase me before.
Is that just for a dog or just like any wild animal that come and try to bite you?
Any wild animal? Nah, I can't speak for any wild animal. I just know that a dog don't be about that shit.
Like, if a cougar come at you, what you gonna do?
Bro, I'm gonna try to run. Yo, you think you'll be able to play dead if a bear came?
Heck no, man.
Yo, they say that's the only way you can survive.
Nah, man.
Yo, I can see Grip Ass trying to play dead.
Bro. Imagine a big ass grizzly just sniffing on you, drooling on your face, and you trying to play dead and shit.
I'll be in a park. No.
And then they gonna try to move you too, so them claws gonna be cutting into you. Like, nah, me personally, I just feel like if you
and they like the pressure on your back too, just be like
yeah, nah, you're right. If you about to go into the wilderness show, I feel like you should take either a big machete or I say a gun. Because
machete, what the hell you gonna do with that?
You gonna cut something with the machete?
A damn bear claw comes swiping at you.
Well, I think you should take a gun with you. Because I think that's where a lot of people mess up at, man. They go on these wilderness hunts and be out there wandering around like, oh, I want to see this, see that. Next thing you know, they in a hospital because they got attacked by a bear. No, take something with you to defend yourself. I feel.
They say all you got to do is hit them in the nose.
Yeah. You got all these. They say you should. All you got to do is I ain't with that.
You got to face the fears, man.
Nah, I'm good. That ain't a fear I want to face. I ain't trying to face that fear.
So you gonna take your chance of running?
I don't know. You know, that's a very good question because I don't know what I would do. I probably would run. Or I probably would walk. I probably would walk fast the other way if I see it. Like,
I already did my research, yo. Like the next time I'm going hiking.
You be going hiking?
Yeah.
You be doing some shit, bro.
Yeah, I go to the mountains.
What's your research told you?
Get a 10 millimeter for a bear.
What about for a mountain lion?
It could take down a bear. It could take down a lion. Fuck it.
Nah, your aim got to be a little bit better with a mountain lion. Them shits know how to juke.
But next time I do, I'm gonna get they got the bear mace, and then they got the gun.
Yeah, all right. A bear mace ain't nothing but like a black person getting sprayed with mace. They get mad. They make them mad.
But that's what I want to do. But that's what you want. You want your target to get mad and sit still. That's when you could bust at them.
Yo, you know what?
That nigga Leon gonna have one of them little.
Bro, I be thinking of all that shit, bro.
One of them little belts with the mace and everything.
Yeah, you gotta think of shit like that when you be in the woods and shit. Right.
And they gonna have
a utility belt.
Gonna have a fanny pack. Hey, what you got in your fanny pack, man? I got some bear mace.
You need some.
I got a big ass gun. That's what I got.
I got some. I got some bug spray. I got some peppermints.
Big ass gun. That's gonna be in my damn bag.
I got a map. They got everything in that bitch.
Bro, y'all ain't never been stranded before?
What you mean when you say stranded? What you mean, like your car stopped working?
Bro, I got stranded on the highway before overnight.
You just stated? Nah, that's
that shit was scary as hell.
Yeah, I ain't never been stranded.
I was like
overnight
between like upstate, driving from like Connecticut to upstate, and it just started snowing hard as hell, like crazy. The next thing you know, it snowed so hard, my car stopped moving on the highway, bro.
Damn, what you do?
I was struggling. I was spinning my tires. I then ran all my gas out, yo. My shit went to red. And I was like, damn, I got stuck. People like abandoned their cars. I was thinking about hopping on. At one point, when I was struggling to drive, it was like a little bus that was going to New York City. And I was just going to leave my car in the middle of 95 and just hop on the bus and be like, fuck it.
Oh,
I just stayed in my car. And the next thing you know, I was like in the middle of 95. It was complete dark. And I was just like the only car
in the middle of 95?
Yes. And I was the only car on the highway.
Yo, that's a movie shit.
Bro.
That's a movie shit.
Son. And then up north, they got these big plow trucks for the highways, right? And they was coming the opposite direction, right? And I'm like beeping my horn, flicking my lights as they coming, like, yo, come get me. And them niggas just want around my ass and just plow me in more, yo. Yep. I was mad as hell. I'm like, yo, I'm stranded.
Damn.
I was stranded.
Why you ain't get out and walk, man?
Nigga, I was in the middle of 95. There was no exit in sight.
Somebody would have picked you up, man. I bet if
highway
you
was shut down.
If you was out the side of the car and that plowman saw you, he would have had to stop.
I got out the car.
Oh, you ain't say all that. You just said you say you was blinking your lights.
Yes, as they was coming. But when they got close, I'm like, yo, stop.
Why you ain't get it? Why see this? What you should have did.
They plowed around your shit.
Yeah.
They bury your shit.
Bro.
That must be when you had that must be when you had that little Ford Escort, ain't? That's when you had that little car.
Yeah.
See, if you had a truck, nigga wouldn't have done that shit to you, yo.
Yo, check this out. I was in my car, yo. I fell asleep, yo. I was bugging, and I think about it, I could have died because of the carbon monoxide, and then
was your car on?
Yeah, it was on. It was cold as hell. I had the heat on.
Yeah,
it was cold as hell. So
not if you had the windows cracked a little bit.
So your gas lasts you all night?
Hell no. So let me tell you a story. He eventually I fell asleep. I don't know. It was like I started driving like literally like 4 or 6 o'clock, and I got into New York City about 6 a.m. Like this shit is like a 2-hour drive. I was literally
you was there for 12 hours.
Over 12 hours, yeah, through the night. So the truck, the monster little plow truck finally came back hours around. I was knocked out, right? I was sleeping in the car. I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. I fell asleep in the car, right? The next thing you know, mind you, I'm in the middle of 95. The highway in the whole Northeast from Connecticut to New Jersey was shut down. Like there's nobody on the road. It was really bad. And I was just sitting there. And next thing you know, a door just bust open. Like, now it's dark as hell in the middle of the highway and your door just comes busting open. So he kind of scared me a little bit. Like, what the fuck?
And
like,
so you fell asleep with your doors unlocked?
There was nobody around. I was hoping somebody came by.
Dang, nigga.
I was in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the highway, in the middle of nowhere. So it was the plow truck dude. And he's like, oh, you the one they was talking about, right? So he had the big shovel. I said shuffle. The big shovel in front of the truck. He was pushing my car with that shit. He's like, yo, just stare, right? I tore my bottom of my car because doing that dumb shit. But he was like, just stare. So he was pushing my shit on 95 with the shovel. And I was just staring, right? And finally, we got underneath like a bridge or something. And he was like, yo, just get behind me. And I just got behind him. And I just followed behind him. Gas light is on. Then finally, I got into New York. And I was like, I got to the first gas station in the Bronx somewhere.
Damn, bro.
And then I got stuck another hour at the gas station just trying to get out of it. Just trying to get out the gas station.
Damn.
And then, yeah, I got to the Bronx. The city's all messed up. They ain't plowed nothing, so I'm struggling. I'm trying to get to the George Washington Bridge. That shit was shut down. So I was sitting at the front of the bridge. There's a line of cars, and I had to sit there and wait another 2 hours. And I fell asleep, and another truck woke me up, just blowing his horn like mad as hell.
Nigga, I don't see how the fuck
How
you
did
go
you
to sleep
survive?
like that.
How did you survive with this gas?
And then I burnt all my gas out that I got from the Bronx. Me just fighting to get out drive through the snow.
Bro,
so what was your lesson? What was your lesson from all of this?
Don't underestimate Mother Nature. I thought I was gonna be able to make it back. That was my lesson. Shit.
What was you driving for? Where were you going?
What?
Where were you going?
I was coming from somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. That was so funny. This is a while back, so you know. What I mean?
Where were you coming from?
Huh? Why you asking? It doesn't even matter. It don't even matter. Yeah.
No, I'm doing niggas the way they do me, yo. Niggas like to ask me all these goddamn questions. What was so important you had to be out that time, man?
Listen, it wasn't supposed to be no snow. I didn't know about the weather. Let's just say it like that. I didn't know anything about the weather. It just came out of nowhere to me.
So the moral of the story is what?
Yo, when you get a warning, take it serious. Word. Because I could have left earlier and beat it.
Or it could be always make sure you have a full tank of gas.
Or it could be look at the weather before you do some shit.
Yes.
Or it can be when you see a snowplow truck coming and get out and run in front of it.
Yeah, so I could die, right?
Or it could be not let them disrespect you and put more snow on top of your car.
Yo, what you want me to do?
Hey, man.
Nah, I would have chased that fucking truck down.
What? Yo.
What?
Nah, I'm bullshitting. I probably did the same shit.
I definitely would have got out and been like, yo, I probably would have tried. I would have tried my best.
I tried.
You ain't tried hard enough, man. I'd have been throwing snowballs and everything at the truck.
Bro, I was mad as fuck, yo.
Yo, I know you were, bro.
I was like, yo, I could cut the car off and save the gas. Was your window tinted?
Nah.
No, hell no. Hell no. I ain't saying that bullshit.
Yo, this nigga say the nigga just opened the door.
Yo, damn, bro. This nigga was out here raw dogging it.
Ain't locked the doors and nothing. This nigga just like, I would just go to sleep.
The windows ain't tinted.
I was in a different state of mind. Like, you gotta understand, I'm stranded. It's cold. Like, you in a different
and that's
state
when
of
you
mind.
lock the doors because you stranded, nigga. You never know who.
What am I locking the doors for? I'm on the highway.
People walk on the highway, man.
No, this is not nowhere walking distance. That's what I'm trying to say.
People still walk on the highway.
You gotta understand the location.
Leon, I'm just fucking with you.
He really is, bro.
Hey, he just keep going with it.
Yeah. That's why I keep laughing. Yo, I was hell, yo.
We didn't even finish your we went into the whole other thing.
That's how that shit be going. That's how that shit be going, yo. That's what I don't be really be worried about.
Well, yo, that shit was crazy though. That shit was crazy.
But I don't never want to experience that, yo.
I thought I was gonna die that night.
But you ain't never experienced no weather like that.
You gotta understand, yo, the gas light was below E. It was red. I was about to run out of gas in the cold. It was cold as shit that night.
I nigga say I thought I was gonna die that night.
You ain't have a coat?
Yeah, I had a coat, nigga. It was it was cold, nigga.
Did you have some paper in the car?
He should have started a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started a fire with a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got some paper. Hey, man, you gonna find a way, yo.
That's crazy as hell.
A nigga cold, I'm gonna find a way, man.
Yo, I had the heat on low. I had on real low. And I was like, fuck it.
But nah, you definitely right though. Your butt could have died, especially once he started plowing all that snow in, and if that snow start covering that pipe. What that exhaust.
But I was already snowed in though. That's how hard it was snowing. I got crazy snowed in on the highway. So my shit was already covered.
Bro, you weren't scared as hell?
Hold on. You say your shit was already covered?
Bro, imagine you leaving, right? I'm going back to Jersey. And it just started snowing a little. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't sticking. I'll be home in 2 hours. Bro, by the time I got out the state, yo, it was like, yo, I could barely drive. My windshield wiper wasn't working no more.
You say this joint was covering your car. Like, when you say it was covering, do you mean it was this high covering your car? Or you mean like it was just covering the car?
Like, it was like my bumper was dragging the snow.
Oh, okay. I thought when you say that joint was covering your car, I thought you meant like that snow was like some feet tall. I'm like, oh, nah, that's a different kind of snow.
But yeah.
Damn,
you know how cold it be up there.
Was it worth it?
Oh, heck yeah.
You know how cold it be, right?
Yeah.
You experienced that.
Yeah.
Was it worth it, bro?
Man, hell no. That was a messed up night.
I would have been tight, yo.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what? So
and
what
I messed up my car, too.
You should have sit in the windows, man.
That joint happened to me one time in Virginia, though. I was this is when I was with my ex, and
Jersey, you can't get your front windows tint though.
Oh, you go on
can't do that here either.
Oh, you can't?
Oh, in Savannah?
Not in Georgia.
I thought you could.
Florida, you can.
Yeah. I remember me and my ex, we went to go get something. This one was in Virginia to get something to eat, and we was like, we're gonna beat the snow. Luckily, this one I had my truck. I was scared driving then, man. I was like, oh man, because when we went, it was coming down a little bit. I was like, all right, we're gonna make it back. Next thing we know, the snow just started covering the road. That's how bad it was. We saw cars just sliding all across the road because we was going down
that's a scary sight.
Jefferson Highway. We was coming down Jefferson Highway, and when we I think when you go up under that overpass, you come up on a hill a little bit, and the cars just sliding back down the hill. Luckily, my truck, I was like, I'm sitting in the whole time driving like, God, if you get me home this time.
That sound like by Norfolk area.
I'm not driving in the snow no more. Yeah, I was scared as I don't know what, yo.
Start bargaining with God.
I was scared because I'm like, yo, my truck.
I'm used to driving in the snow though.
I ain't used to it.
Like
I stay at home before I even do that.
I'm
not scared. To be honest, I'm not scared of driving in the snow. I'm just scared, like, because once that ice and everything get control of the, like, when the wheels don't got traction no more, you ain't in control no more, for real.
I just want to go somewhere. I want to have multiple homes, yo. Like, I want to have a home. Anytime it's someplace, like a flood or some shit, where I live right here, I can go fly someplace.
That's why I want to have, like, multiple condos all over the country.
Yeah.
And then when you want to experience, like, snow and stuff, you can go to a certain condo, have the snow. All that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. You funny.
No, I'm not. I'm being serious. Like, think about if you got a crib in Paris or somewhere, and when it snows, you can just fly there to experience the snow or something like that. I
like condos, yo. I love condos, yo. Right. It's just safer to me.
Why? Why is it safer?
It's safer as far as like, especially if you're up in the air, like as far as like weather.
Oh, you mean like the condos in the building?
Yeah, like condos in Miami and stuff. You ain't got to worry about flooding. I be thinking about all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
nah, you're right.
You can have an oceanfront condo and not worry about your shit flooding during a hurricane.
For some reason, it do feel safer in the building, though, for real.
And this condo is a safer period because it's like certain buildings, one way in, one way out. Like, I'm going to know you coming in my place because there's only one way. So, do you really want to take that risk?
Yeah.
A big house, you could come in all through ways. It's just, I don't know. That's just the way how I think.
Yeah, you right though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not if you got build your house like a fort. Like you got cameras everywhere. You can see.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a lot to keep up with.
That's not a lot. It's your safety, man.
That shit is a lot when it could be all done for you in a condo.
Yeah,
it's not a lot. It's your safety.
Especially you got somebody at the front desk and
concierge.
Yeah.
So what you do with somebody at the front desk look cute?
You only need one camera. You only need one camera with a condo, and that's your front door.
What you do with the person at the front desk working there, like the girl, she look cute. What you do then?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but
nah, I mean, condos got plenty of ways to enter though, for real, if you think about it, because like they got garages. They also got the loading dock. They got a lot of places you can enter in. I mean, but yeah, the front.
You can enter in, but most likely, like condo, there's one way to get inside somebody's apartment in a condo.
I mean, if the elevator don't have that key access to it, then you can easily get up to the floor.
Yo, y'all trying to go jet skiing in Miami this summer?
Oh yeah, jet skiing fun. Yeah, you been before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, jet skiing. Yeah, I would definitely.
I got a cousin in Fort Lauderdale. I was trying to take a trip out there too.
I would definitely go jet skiing in Miami.
I like Fort Lauderdale too.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale. I like Fort Lauderdale. Like that shit is dope.
Yeah.
So jet skiing in Myrtle Beach.
Shit, I'll jet ski anywhere.
Nah, jet skiing fun though, for real. But I'd rather do it in clear water.
That water ain't really clear in Miami.
It's clear enough. Clear than Myrtle Beach.
It is clear than Myrtle Beach, though.
Nah, that
can't remember how y'all water look.
It kind. I don't think it's. Is it? So then it's like Virginia Beach, then, right?
It look like dirty bath water. Yeah. It's like Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach boardwalk just nicer. Yeah. Like they whole set up. They Myrtle Beach. They beach is just set up better.
Yeah.
The water the same though.
Nah. Yeah.
It look like highway puddle water.
Yeah.
Was the water clear when we went to Bahamas, Leon?
Yeah, certain parts of it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Nah, that'd definitely be dope, though, jet skiing.
Hey, yo, girl, did you dive off the boat in Cancun?
Nah.
Why, bro? I didn't want to.
Yeah, I think that might have been the reason why.
Bro, that'd have been a dope ass experience. You don't care. You don't like. Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim. What kind of question?
Oh yeah, that? You did. You took swimming classes.
Yeah. No, I didn't take swimming class. Oh, when I was little, my mom put me in swimming class.
Nigga, you had a swim class at fucking Virginia State.
Oh, I did that just for fun. I knew how to swim way before that because my mom put us in swimming class when we was younger.
But you know how to swim better because of that class, right?
No.
Nigga, you had to learn something.
I didn't pay attention.
Remember, he took the class, Tweezy, when he was younger, so it's probably the same shit.
Yeah, And
ain't no fucking way it's the same.
Yo, it was all of us in that class. We only did it for fun. I was in there laughing at the people who couldn't swim. Like, some of the football players. Like, I'm like, yeah, really?
Word?
But nah, yeah, I learned everything when I was younger. I learned how to swim and everything. I didn't learn nothing.
Dang, that's something I need to put my kids in, yo.
Yeah, I definitely would say that's the best thing to do, yo. Put them like in a swimming class because that's once you learn when you're younger, it's like basically like riding a bike.
Like riding a bike, yo, yeah, that's true.
You ain't gonna forget it. And that's how a lot of black kids don't know how to swim because their parents don't even put time into it or whatnot.
I gotta cancel all these subscriptions and just put that shit into like a YMCA or some shit.
That's what I did. But now I switched to Goals because they got the child watch. Because the Y, they started not want to watch somebody's kids during coronavirus. I'm like,
when you say cancel subscriptions, what kind you got?
Talking about like Netflix and Hulu and all that shit.
But then
Apple Music.
Oh,
all that shit that would be adding up.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Netflix and Hulu and all that stuff will take place. That takes place
Only
with cable.
Nah, was it?
That takes place with cable though. Netflix, Hulu, and all that. So you paying.
But that shit crazy though, because you still end up paying probably the same amount.
Nah, heck no.
Nigga, if you got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got HBO Max, you got fucking...
Yeah, you paying for all them apps, you end up paying more.
Nah, no, you don't. No, you don't.
How much is cable?
Cable.
Not cable and internet. Because with those apps, you still gotta have internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cable by itself depends on what channel. You talking about what, just basic cable or with all the premium stuff? It's gonna run you like $160.
Just for cable?
No, that's what internet, bro. That's what internet.
With internet is like $200.
Nah.
No, my joint $200.
Nigga, how many boxes you got?
2.
Yo.
What you got? Stars and all that shit?
Yeah, I got Stars.
You got the sports package?
Yeah, I got the sports package too.
Yeah, that's why, nigga.
You got all these apps?
No, I don't have all the apps. I run the apps through my cable provider. Say like Disney Plus and HBO Max and all that. I get HBO Max free because I got HBO.
But what about so you got Disney Plus free?
Yep.
That shit ain't free. You paying for it?
No, I'm not.
Nigga, it's in your bill.
Paying your package, nigga.
No, I'm not. They gave it to me for free. What are you saying?
Who, Disney did?
Nah, they did, and then I got a free.
Did Disney give it to you for free?
The cable people did.
They got to pay for it though. So
and then I get Hulu, ESPN, and what you call it for free through my because I just got a new phone.
The Tweezy's like, no, I'm not.
I'm not. It's like an extra $5.99 added on.
Yo. They girl, you got sold.
I didn't get sold on. I didn't buy it just because what you
we
call
can
it?
give you all of this for free for $200 a month.
No, I didn't get it just for HBO, not HBO, Disney Plus. I didn't really care about it. They was like, well, you get it for free, so here you go. I was like, oh, okay.
Nigga,
cool.
They sold your ass, bro.
Nah, they didn't sell me on it because I didn't care about Disney Plus.
Look, what they saying is so if you said, nah, I don't want Disney Plus, I don't want this, your bill will be cheaper.
Nah, it's because I got like the sports package. See, the sports package, I get all like the sports channels and everything. I got all of that.
Yeah, so that's why your bill, not the average person ain't got the sports package.
Okay, so let's do the average person with all the premium channels. Because you're paying like $8 a month for HBO.
The average person ain't got all the premium channels.
But that's what we're talking about. No, but we're talking about to add it up to the subscriptions that he has.
Okay.
So in order to do that, that's why I was asking whether the cable be cheaper or not. Because if you average that up, like if I was to get cable with all these same channels I got, would I come out cheaper or would I still be paying the same? That's how I would look at it.
I just wish life was fucking free. Like this is, yo. Well, imagine if you had to like really live what you could provide for yourself. Like the way that you, like if I wanted to live a certain way, I actually had to build my own business to live that. Like I had to, if I wanted to eat a certain way, like you had to have the network. Like relationships get you what you the shit that you need instead of like money. Mm-hmm. Like if relationships could get you what you need, the world would be a better place because more people would need people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But that money shit make you selfish.
Because having money, you don't really got to talk to nobody. You can just do what you do for real.
Yeah, that shit. Relationships are being lessened.
But believe it or not, relationships are done in other cultures. It's just.
You said relationships what?
They're being done.
What you mean when you say they're being done?
You talking about what I'm saying being done?
Yeah, like you know how you say relationships can get you what you need too if everybody. That actually does happen. believe it or not.
You talking about in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it do. It really do. It really do happen, but not the majority.
They're not gonna put it out there though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People do that. I mean, that shit really do happen. The better the relationship, the less money. The better relationships you got with people, the less money that you have to spend. Like you'll probably have to spend money for sure because shit costs, but you won't have to spend as much. Relationships and credit, yo, it costs to not have good credit, yo. Like that shit, that shit is.
And it's all about discipline, for real, and educate.
Yeah,
like overpay, yo. You overpay so much when you don't have good credit. That's the crazy thing.
That's it, bro. Like I'm learning that shit. Like I like that shit. Especially, I really want to help people that fuck their credit up. Like some people can fuck, and I'm working on mine too. So, but like people that really mess their credit up, and they just don't see no way out. All they know is like, yo, let me just try to pay stuff on time from here on out. But it's hard to build because you got negatives on your credit. Like I want to be able to teach people how to get up out of that because I want to learn it and I want to be able to teach it because I feel like that'll handle a lot of our problems as African Americans. I think a lot.
And once you get out of it, stay out of it.
Right. But you know what's sad? Most people don't know the value of their credit because these payday loans, they take advantage of a lot of people who don't understand credit. Like these interest rates be you take like an $800 payday loan, you be paying back like $5,000. This is crazy.
Yo, somebody that I had worked with, I think his wife was a manager of one of them joints. And they not backed by the government. So like they ain't backed by the government. So like there's some weird stuff that you can do to get around it. But I ain't fully understood what he was saying.
I know how it works. Kind of a little bit. They get fronted, like they get the money from other banks, like Chase, Bank of America. They back them. So they get them. It's kind of like double dipping. So they'll get a loan. They'll get the money from like Bank of America, and it'd be like, all right, just give us back.
Bank of America charged them.
Yeah, just give back like 3%, whatever. Give them a good deal. But this payday loan, they charging you like 200%.
That's crazy.
And, they flipping money, yo.
Man, it's sad. It's sad that people really got to live like that out here, yo.
It definitely is, though.
Like I wish I could.
You know what's crazy though? The sad thing about it is, people end up, closing their bank accounts or getting their bank accounts cut off because of it, because they can't keep up with the payments. And by the time you stop paying them, they done made their money back twice already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they still hit you with a,
Yeah, that's a cold.
You owe us money, yeah.
I feel like it's also, I get they're providing opportunities for people who got bad credit or whatnot, but I feel like it's also like you doing people wrong at the end of the day because you about to overcharge this person and you about to hit them with a crazy interest rate but you still do it. I get that they're taking a risk by doing it. I understand that. The company that's doing it is taking a risk.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you draining people of their money. It's crazy. It's a lot. But I don't know.
It's a business. It's America.
Yeah.
Bro, it's selected though. I'm telling you, there's only, you can't have a payday loan in every neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right.
A lot of the shit that shit is real life monopoly, man.
It is.
That shit is systematic. They systematically put shit places, man.
But it's like they create the problem, and then they create something that make the person think they're solving the problem.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
That's the rat race right there.
Yep.
That's how they control you. So,
I watched just the other night, yo. The craziest thing we saying is I watched the.
Bro, you ain't never saw a Boys and Girls Club in no like white neighborhood.
Nah. I watched Crack on Netflix. It was about the crack epidemic that hit in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And the people they was just talking about it, just like how the government brought all this stuff in, then they start locking people up for selling it. Like they start locking people up who was like, I don't know, it was just crazy. It was something to watch because it was just like watching the mothers who they was really good mothers, but when they got hooked on crack, it was just crazy just watching it and how the people talked about how the government basically set the whole thing up.
Man, but you got to think, like, in order for them to know that shit would have worked in the communities that they put it in, they had to already have created a stressor that where people would probably needed the escape and depend on it.
That's crazy.
So that shit is all a system, man. Yeah. Then they create the war on drugs. Like they know how to keep us down, like real. They got that shit figured out, and we so deep into it that people ain't opening up their own mind to step to the side of it and watch the game play itself, so people can realize like, yo, I've been a part of this shit. So
I think people want to open up their mind to it, but it's just like, man, it's too much. I ain't even about to deal with all this.
And it really ain't too much.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what people at with it. Like, man, everybody talking about they want to help black people and do this and do that, but man, it's too much. I'm gonna just look out for myself.
Well, I mean, look out for yourself. Like, do that, but you gotta understand, looking out for yourself ain't knowing yourself. Like you really gotta know yourself. Like once you start learning yourself and you step outside of the system, because truthfully, if you just say, man, I'm gonna just worry about myself, like you still a part of the problem.
Yep, exactly.
So like if you really want to fix some shit, you gotta fix yourself. Because then when you start fixing yourself, people will start noticing that shit, and then they want to know more about it, and then you can help them fix themselves. Like that. I think sometimes we think too big picture, and by us thinking big picture like that, it makes it seem like it's not like doable. So if you take that shit like starting with yourself and then spreading it to the people that's around you, that's close to you, then you and don't seek it. Like that's the problem. Like you can't. When you start trying to recruit people to feel the way you feel about black people and shit like that shit don't ever work because you create haters. But when people start seeking you, like they want to come to you for the knowledge, like they searching for it, then you can help them, and your squad could be built strong. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta take it a step at a time, yo.
Yeah,
I be thinking about that shit all the time, yo.
No, that's some real shit you just said.
Bro, I think about that shit probably like 80% of my day. Like what did it take to change the thought processes of us and get us out of the system, because that shit is ran phenomenally, yo.
Yo, it's ran like it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and we just making it easy.
Yeah,
like we make it easy because we scared. Number one, like I was talking to Caleb last night, and we was talking about like how the greats of the people that could really change the black people, like they end up assassinated, and like that creates fear in a black man to not want to do that shit.
No, that's real.
You keep being scared. Like, no, you don't get scared of that shit. You learn from it, and then you modernize it, and you do it better. Like you just keep doing that shit. It got to look different. It can't be the same way.
I think the reason why a lot of people do come up scared because a lot of people are more conscious about their family now. Like, so if I do go on this path, what's gonna happen to my family? Like, they're gonna be without a father. My kids might be without a father. But this is the
thing, bro. It ain't no different than what's already happening. It's kids that's being without daddies. It's kids that black men being locked up for no reason. Like they still losing daddy. Like it's you ain't safe regardless. It may look like it, but you ain't.
So when you put it that way, so is this risk worth taking? If it's happening either way, what's the whole point of me even doing this?
Because ain't shit gonna change if you don't. Like maybe you
could. Will something change if I do?
It may. Like if you.
So that's the piece right there. It may. Because if you're telling me if I go out here and risk my life, if my wife's pregnant right now, right, and I go out here and risk my life, this kid got to grow up without knowing his father.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why that shit got to look different. Like if you looking at it like I'm going out there and risking my life, then yeah. But if you ain't, I ain't going out there and risking my life. Like what I'm doing is I'm sharing the knowledge that I already got. And when I got this knowledge and it becomes like, yo, this shit got to start early. You can't wait till you get big and then try to be in the communities and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like you get those like-minded people together, start building the community. No matter how you look, no matter you build a community while you building y'all minds building together. So when you get big and people try to create America, try to say you a terrorist group, people already know like nah, like these they nah, it ain't them. Because if you ain't already built into the community like that, they gonna believe whatever the fuck that's put in front of them.
But when you say it gotta look different though, when you say it gotta look different, it's still gonna feel the same to that person because just because it's different, it's like I forgot what you do. No, I didn't forget what you just said, but if I was hearing you correctly, you basically said like it'll be like you're doing it on a different level.
No, you just modernize it just like they did slavery.
But I still got to be that person and it's still like you're risking your life though, because you got to be, so like, prime example, let's just say somebody like Jay-Z. Let's just use him for an example, right? He still will be risking his life because even though he's just giving knowledge, people got killed for giving knowledge.
Yeah, so what do you think he's doing at his dinner that he be having with?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying let's just use him for an example. I get what he's doing, but I'm saying let's use him for an example.
So you gonna people get killed for spreading knowledge,
like giving deep knowledge, like going broad, like broadcasting it to a wider audience. Like some people do it in their music and broadcast it wider.
Yeah, but people also get killed just for driving down the street, being black.
It is.
So it ain't gonna make no difference.
I feel like Jay does do it though. He does it the way Tweezy said he does it. I'm not saying he don't do it. I say let's use him in general. I was just saying let's just use him as a person. But you're right that people get killed driving down the street, but they don't know that's gonna happen. And if I do this, and I already seen people getting killed from this, I know this can possibly happen to me, right?
That means you strategize against it. Like the most dangerous thing is the shit that you don't know. Like if you already know, then you can work your magic against it. But if somebody come up and they come shoot me in the back of my head, it ain't shit I could do. I ain't see it coming. But if I saw him coming, I could react to it. Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna take more than
it's like a boxer fight, right? If you don't see the punch coming, that's when you get dropped.
Exactly. But it's gonna take more than me. When I say me, let's for instance, let's just say I'm Jay-Z. It's gonna take more than me to make this happen. The reason why I say that is because with me just doing it,
what happens is it happens organically. So it happens through a conversation like, yo, you meet somebody and y'all on the same shit. They got followers, you got followers, y'all from two different walks of life. And then since y'all on the same shit, but from two different walks of life, y'all bring all y'all followers together and those minds mingle. And then when those minds mingle, it becomes a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't gotta be, it can't be something
that's forced.
You can't force nobody, number one. The thing is when you do shit like that, like I was talking to somebody today, like you gotta be able to know how to protect it, yo. Because if you don't know how to protect it, like Pop, I had talked to Pop like a couple months back, and he was like, bro, if you don't know how to protect shit like that, that's like you having your money sitting outside of the bank.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right.
You know, so it's the first thing that'll happen is black men that's in the community and doing all this shit and plotting to make the black community better, they're gonna be called a terrorist group. So how do you prevent yourself from being called a terrorist group? You be in the community and you do the right things, you build your community. So now you got the people behind you. It ain't really just you versus them, it's them versus us.
So now I'm glad you said that though. So lately, I don't know if y'all have been noticing, lately a lot of movies have been coming out about how we kind of, as black individuals, we kind of bring down our own people. Like a lot of what people betray the race. Like you got inside informants in your group. So say like you build up a group and you got somebody say, all right, we're going to pay you this much money or we're going to let you go free if you just give us him.
That's what happened. Yo, but the thing is, this is the thing. I got my whole conspiracy theory on that too. Like I feel like with all of this shit that's going on, like they capitalizing off the emotions of black people.
No,
so
I agree.
Everybody know that all this racist shit been at the highest point in our lifetime. And now all of a sudden they putting out revolutionary movies for black people to go rah, rah, rah and get amped up for the shit that's going on. Like the Proud Boys, like them motherfuckers really getting ready for war, yo. So by us, you know, these movies getting put out and they good. I heard, I ain't watched some of them. I am gonna watch them though. But these movies getting put out, that shit, American Skin. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was put out. Then the Fred Hampton movie, and then like it's a shit that's getting put out during a time like this is like revving people up that can't think for themselves. So yeah, you might have a whole lot of cliques of little people starting to revolutionize or be revolutionary, but that's out of emotion. It's not out of strategy. And that shit is gonna fuck a lot up because they ain't got no strategy. They just mad.
But even like you say about the Fred Hampton movie, like
I ain't watched that yet.
Judas and the Black Messiah, just like somebody who betrayed you, who you thought was like with you. Yeah. Like you got a black brother here with you, and not knowing that he made a deal with the FBI, and they say if you deliver him to us, we'll let you go.
That same shit happened to Marcus Garvey, bro.
Yeah,
the CIA hired a black person to infiltrate the Black Star, like that shit happened. Like, and that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do that shit to ourselves because we could be bought. Like, we could be bought. Like when the real revolutionary, some real revolutionary shit happened, like it's sad to say, but if somebody ever went on some real revolutionary type shit, like, nigga, that shit gonna have to be ran like the mob, yo. And if it ain't ran like that, then it ain't gonna work. Not that. So it got to be another way. The shit got to be modernized and it got to be organic.
You know what's crazy? I was listening to some guy. He was saying how this was last year when this whole coronavirus thing popped off, and he was saying, I don't know how true all this is, but he was saying like it's like a little economic war going on, and also it's the mob that's involved. Like the mob is trying to take over, and they're like. This is what he's saying, like, so this ain't for my words, but he's saying, like, the people are pushing to defund the police, you know, movement and all that stuff. That way, the mob can get control of the, because at the end of the day, you defund the police, who's going to have control over the land?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be.
See, it depends on, like, I think some people got they don't really know what defunding the police is. So what is defund the police?
Take money from the police budget, and this is what they was pushing: take money from the police and then put it in other programs and stuff like that. But
that's what I thought it was. Like put it more so into like the psychological training of police officers instead of just like with weapons or like whatever.
They was talking about defunding the police and not giving it to the police. They talking about giving it to the community
really?
and stuff like that.
That's what defund the police is?
Yeah, it's not for to go back to the police. Yeah, I'm like, that's not what I heard, but I'm like, I don't agree with that, to be honest with you. Because you give people who's with money and power to take over, like you give gangs and whatever to take over the territory. I'm just telling you, I don't know, but that's what he was saying. Like he was just saying, like the mob is going to control it, because at the end of the day, he was saying wealthy people, like billionaires, they don't call the police. They have their own security team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they don't need to call police. They got all armed security. They handle everything for you. So it's like the people that's going to be impacted the most is like the lower middle class. So who's going to police them? I don't know, but that's what the dude was saying. Like it's a whole conspiracy theory.
Man, this whole world just got confusing. Like it's so much shit going on. Like nobody don't know what the fuck going on. That's why I just kind of like, yo, I know at the root of all of this shit, black people collectively need to come closer together because we probably gonna need each other soon. So we might as well get used to the shit now. Like, I'm gonna build my group of people. Then we got a network of people that just putting minds together, yo. Because at the end of the day, if you can help somebody mentally, yo, they probably don't even need no money or no nothing. Like if you could just fill that hole in their head, that void of that thought that they missing. That's the power of a team, especially people that can think, like thinkers, yo. Get a group of thinkers together. That y'all minds, like all y'all minds together, becoming one big mind. That shit is way too powerful, yo.
Exactly. I agree. I totally agree with that.
And that's but when you got bullshit ass people, like that shit is poison. Like they need to move on, get out of the way. But if you got some team of people that can think together, man, it's unbelievable how easy problems can get solved.
No, you're definitely right.
I'm gonna do that shit though. I'm gonna do that shit. Like I'm gonna just want some minds together, just filling holes in each other's mind, yo.
Nah, that's real.
Yeah,
that definitely needs to be done. And like you said, like we as a culture, as a community, we gotta really come together. And it ain't like we gonna come together.
But you know something? It's sad, but people ain't gonna even when you try to go out your way to help them, they're not gonna really listen to you. So
see, that's why you
our community. What we gotta do is we just gotta lead by example.
That's what you gotta do, and then people will just start following you.
Yeah,
and like that. That's my approach on it. And I ain't going out my way to help nobody, yo. Like I will offer my help, but like for some shit that's as sensitive as the betterment of Black people, that's some shit that you can't recruit nobody to do that shit. Like it already got to be in your heart. And then when you got that small group of people who heart in it, they heart and they mind in it, that shit organically grow because they raising their kids that way. And they gon' they probably talking to somebody about the shit and they gonna bring them. And it'll grow like that. But shit, somebody gotta do it, man. Like if shit ain't gonna ever change if nobody don't try. And there's people out here really doing it, yo. I just don't got no touch with them, so I'm like, shit. Let me do my own.
It's a lot out here doing it now.
Yeah, for real.
I think we starting to catch up on a lot of this knowledge now, but
this shit seem all of a sudden too.
Yeah, but even when people think they all caught up, they really far from behind. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot more stuff that people don't know yet.
It is.
Yeah, it really is, yo. And the thing is a lot of people that ain't gonna ever know because they don't do their own research.
Yeah.
Like they're really just listening to somebody. Like, so I really like some people that I've been talking to lately really do be doing their research, yo. They can tell you some shit. And I was talking to Choppy Brother and damn, I can't remember his name. But he was teaching me some stuff earlier. We was talking. And I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. Like all the knowledge that he got.
I feel like everybody should educate themselves because I catch a lot of people try to bullshit me, and I'll be there like, yo, you must think I don't know my shit. Like, this in general, I'm talking about professional wise. Like when you're dealing with these banks, when you deal with insurance company, even if you're doing a sales deal, like we got to educate ourselves because some people just tell you anything just to throw you off. Like,
I think some people think they mind got a cap, like they mind can't remember nothing else.
Yeah,
like nah, you better learn some new shit.
Yeah,
because this shit is forever changing. It's always evolving. So, bro, if I'd have known had access to some of the information that I got access to now, that's probably been out there. I'd have been a different me, yo.
But it's crazy. These kids that get that, like, growing up as a child, like, straight out of high school, they got all that access.
Yeah, for real,
That's the crazy thing. And that's what I mean by we so far behind. It's crazy. And it's just handed to them. They don't even got to work for that access.
Then they don't know what to do with it. Like, they know what to do with it, but it's so easy to them. That
it's just always there.
They want what the people that don't got it got.
Yeah.
Like, that's the craziest thing. Like, somebody can have everything and they want the complete opposite. And then somebody don't got shit and they want everything.
Like
that shit is weird.
Somebody who got all the money, they want to be a hood nigga.
Yeah.
But the hood nigga want to be
that shit
the rich nigga.
Some of like that's it. That shit be. I be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with your mind, bro?
Like, yo, you got this and you got that, and you out here trying to act like you hood and trying to be a gangster.
Like you act like you don't got nothing. That's it.
Yeah, that's a mental thing.
It really is. You sitting acting like you don't got shit.
Real.
Like, man, we so misled, yo. Yo, I think black people are the fucking experiments of the world, yo. Like people really just experimenting on us psychologically.
Yeah.
Like we like I feel like they think we psychological test dummies or some shit, yo.
Yeah.
We don't realize.
No, I mean you test stuff out in our communities. Like, all right, if we want to see if this, we want to see what this brand of alcohol or this brand of beer would do in this community, how well it would sell or what it would do to the people when people buy it. Let's test it out. Let's put it in this store in this community.
Bro, think about this shit, yo. Like I don't follow politics, but it seems like the Republicans they just be trying to convince black people to vote for them. They don't even be preaching to the people that's already Republican. Like they be trying to win the black vote somehow.
Well, I mean, that's the whole agenda of both sides, though. I mean, you're trying to recruit people from the other side. That's the whole agenda. Like you're trying to make people.
Nah, nigga, the Democrats don't be trying to recruit Republicans. The Democrats just be trying to.
I feel like both sides do, though. If you think about it, because think about the reason both sides they offer. I offer this. I offer this. I can give this, or we would better benefit with this. Going this way, they're trying to sell. They're both salesmen.
I feel like the only flexible people are the Democrats. Those are the only one that a Republican be kind of staying there, but I feel like
salesmen. They both try to sell.
but I feel like they all trying to win the black vote because that's what a win is.
Well, yeah, both sides are trying to win the black vote. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Both sides really do, because if we take our vote away from
trying to win the white vote,
because it's already there. It's built. Exactly. This company is built.
That's what I'm saying. We could be sold. Like we being they selling, like Caleb said last night, the stimulus check. That stimulus check won a lot shit ton of votes.
Yeah, heck yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, but I'm like, yo, why does it take $1,400?
If you give me free money, I will vote for you. That's basically what black people say. If you give me free money, I will vote for you. You give my money, you gonna give it to me next week? All right, I'll vote for you this week. I don't care what you about to say. Like, what? Come on, man. You don't care what I'm about to say. I could say everybody going to hell if they take this $1,400. You like, all right, I'm cool with that.
That's the shit Tweezy talking about. We can't let us be bought. That's the shit you talking about. Now you go back. We letting ourselves be bought.
I think it's also,
and then we agreeing to all these dumbass laws, not knowing anything we passed. I don't think the house.
But I don't think it's we let ourselves be brought. We're miseducated. Like, because when you don't understand something and somebody just wave a golden ticket in front of your face and they like, if you take this, you would win $1 million. Meaning,
man, that's our fault, bro.
You didn't ask why. It in a way it's our fault, but it's also the system that we're in.
It's definitely the system, but I can't blame the system no more because I feel like I stepped out of it. Like I'm saying, the system is good, the system is amazing, but I recognize that shit now. So by me being able to recognize it, I'm like, yo, I'm realizing that a lot of the shit that we go through is our fault because we allow the shit. Yeah. Like we put up with it. Like we live in this shit, and it's our choice. Like we choose. People don't even realize.
But be honest with you, most of us know what's going on. We still just
the system's just too good.
Yeah, exactly.
So prime example, like we talked about last week, like when you're dealing with welfare, because like some people, they really do need that money. They really do need that to survive. But it's because, I'm not saying it's because they became dependent on it. I mean, some people do fall on hard times and they need help, but that was like that helping hand, like, all right, we're gonna help y'all. This is us helping y'all by giving y'all this.
You think that's helping?
That's what it was supposed to be. So that's what welfare is. It's supposed to be a helping hand for people who are less fortunate.
Nah, that's definitely not what welfare is.
But that's what it's supposed to be.
Welfare is to break the black family.
But in their eyes, it's supposed to be us helping you. We're giving you a cheaper home to stay in, or we're paying your rent, and we're also giving you food stamps.
That's what they sell.
That's the pitch. And so
but
think about the person who really can't. Think about who they're targeting though.
Who are they targeting?
People who really need it. So like you're not gonna, like you say, like certain.
I'll say, be honest, you think majority of people on welfare need it?
Yes, a good bit.
Or they choose to stay in it.
I think they became handicapped to it. When I say that, meaning they got it so much till
it's not that they needed it, it's just they wanted to.
Nah, some people actually needed it. Some people
No, some people do, but there's a lot of people who don't need it, but they just riding the wave.
And then again, I kind of do blame our community, because had we created a successful community around the Black culture, like we wouldn't need funding from them. We all can take care of each other. But we don't have that, so let's say they eliminated that part, and so the people got to depend on them.
Yo, this is deep, yo, because now I'm thinking about what you're saying, and everything we're saying is going back to what we was talking about earlier. And I'm going to break it down. You saying, all right, what Tweezy was saying, all right, I'm going to go back what Tweezy was saying. This is deep, because he was saying, when we in position, we got to be smart how we do it. You just can't be open with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the way how the system do it is, like you said, you were saying that if we get in position and we open with it, they start assassinating us and all this stuff happen. And now you think about it, you think of Black Wall Street. They was in the open with it. Like you were saying, the way how they do it is fair. So they create fear. So they create fear. So if you all in the open with it, they be like, all right, we got something for you. We're going to humble them right down. And the next person be like, nah, I ain't doing that. So going back what Tweezy saying is, we got to be smarter how we do things now. So, because what's going on is they're going to create fear. Fear is everything. So
yeah. Fear is, yo. That shit all wrap around.
Yep.
In our podcast. So, but yeah, that's how they do it. They create.
Because you think about Black, I always say, when you talk about like Black community and stuff like that, I always say the biggest thing is the banks. We need to start coming together and creating our own banks that we could build our own credit with our banks, and then we could fund ourselves and create loans and opportunities within our community. That's all I always say. But, they create fear. Black Wall Street, they did all that. What they did, they burned that shit down.
I don't know if y'all saw the movie The Banker.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson and I forgot the other guy's name. But it was a pretty good movie. It talked about this guy, like Samuel Jackson, he was this Black guy. He was like, he wanted to buy a bank in Texas. He bought the bank, but he had a white face to go buy it because they wasn't gonna let him buy the bank.
Yeah.
But then they found a way. Some miraculous, like they found a way to make up something to where he couldn't have the bank no more. Once they found out he was Black, they took it from him.
But this is what I say. What Tweezy was saying, you got to be smart with it. And you said something about, it's crazy how this all things goes together. You said something about example Jay-Z. Now, what Jay-Z does, he partners with other corporation, and that's his face to back him. So, like, I got this big face right here. You can't touch me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he puts his other homeboys on and be like, yo, this is how you got to do it. Just pay attention. He's giving y'all the blueprint. Just pay attention. Yeah. He does corporate deals. All right. You do got to sacrifice, but we the sacrificial lamb for now. But now he's building the umbrella, the blueprint for everybody else to come up.
Because somebody asked me the other day.
That's real.
Like, no, I think me and my girl was talking about this actually. We was talking about why Master P haven't broken out like Jay-Z did, right? Mm-hmm. And I explained to her that the reason why it was because Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z, he'll do business with anybody.
Yeah.
Master P just strictly sticks with the Black community.
No, you know what I think? I think Master P is like, Master P and Dame Dash are the same people. And that's why they didn't involve, because they wasn't willing to partner. That might be wrong, but I might be wrong about that. Let me rephrase that.
No, you're right, because, Jay-Z is willing to do business with anybody. When I say that, meaning if somebody presents a good idea and have a lot of money back, Jay-Z more than likely he probably would.
Like a Master P, Dame Dash, they want control. They all about I want to own everything.
They want the Black ownership. They want that.
And I respect Dame Dash. I got a lot of respect for Dame Dash, because Dame Dash would be like, F you, I own my shit. You can't tell me what to do.
But Master P do the same thing too, and that's and I feel like a lot of people praise Jay-Z for what he do. But Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z looks more so out for his family than anything. When I say that, meaning he's building that wealth for his family.
Yeah.
You said Jay-Z?
Yeah.
He's also showing you how you can do it.
But okay. I mean, that's the good part. Like, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna tell you about the game and how to make it this, that, and the third. But Master P whole thing is like, I'm gonna own this as a black man and provide for my black community. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the difference between the two. And I feel like that's why Master P never broke like that big mold like Jay-Z did. Because you also got to think about it. Master P came out like I want to say he came out round about in the same era with Jay-Z.
Master P was big time.
Yeah. He got distracted quick as hell.
So yeah, no, and by any means, I don't have nothing against Jay-Z or anything, but I just know like he's on a different level with doing business. He's not just here for just black by itself. He's gonna get what he got to get as well.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, there's pros and cons of what Jay-Z did. I get what you're saying. He might, sell himself a little bit, but
I get the pros and cons. I definitely get that.
But they got the respect. These major billion-dollar corporations respect Jay-Z. He's one of them now.
They do,
yeah. But you get what I'm saying?
They do, but the difference between him and a Master P is like Master P, like, nah, I'm not gonna sell myself for that.
But sometimes you work you know how to build relationships. Sometimes
I get, but what I'm saying, I understand why Jay-Z's doing what he's doing. I really do understand that. I really do. Me personally, like, I don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's building relationships to get around the system also, and he's gonna get himself in there first, then he's gonna work within and gradually get people out and do this and do what he got to do. Yeah. So it's basically different approaches, but
and there's so many companies that he can build a relationship with to move how he want, because like it's like he ain't, bro. He got Jack, the Twitter dude for sure, and all the other little companies that we
got a caller.
He's done it with. Yo, this is my mama. We got my mama calling, so I ain't gonna be cursing.
Hey.
Y'all can, but I just don't curse in front of my mama. Now, I'll curse on the podcast. I hope she don't hear it, but I ain't gonna curse in front of her. What up, Mom?
Huh?
What up?
Not much, just chilling. What's up? Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. How are y'all?
We got Grip and L Boogie here.
Okay, hey, girl. What's up, L Boogie?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
Man, we were just having a conversation and we were saying, pretty much, do you feel like the welfare system helped? Well, was it built for or against the black community? And if it helps or hurts the black community more?
Well, in my opinion, it helps. I mean, it helps. You
got to say in my philosophy, man. You can't say my opinion.
Okay. In my philosophy, it helps. It helps, but it's supposed to be temporal. You know what I'm saying? Until it helps you get to a better place. Like I guess it's not supposed to be forever. You're just supposed to, get the help that's needed and then, evolve.
You don't think life harder? When you get yourself from not needing it, you don't think life get harder financially? Way harder than if you were on it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a mindset. I think if you just get comfortable with it, if you get complacent with it, it might get hard if you get off of it because you're complacent. You know what I'm saying? But if you utilizing it in the manner that it's supposed to be used, it's supposed to just help you get to a better place. Help for right then, and then you evolve.
So why you think that you can't have a man in the house if you on welfare? What that got to do with anything? Why a whole family can a man get welfare? A black man?
Yeah. A black man can get welfare. You
can't have a woman in the house?
It's by income. That's what it goes by. It goes by your income.
But I thought it was like if you on welfare, like if you get on Section A or whatever, you can't have a man in the house.
I don't know how Section 8 works, but I think that stuff go by your income. It's not if you got a man in the house or not. It goes by your income. And I think it also depends on what program, because it has different programs in that system, in the system. So it depends on what system you trying to participate in, what the criteria are.
Yeah, I
don't think it says you can't have a man in the house. I think it's basically like if you got him up to child support or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's for different things. It's what you're looking for.
I think Section 8, you can't have a man living in your house. That's what it is.
Can a man get Section 8?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Section 8.
I think you only can get it if you got kids.
If you're a single parent, if you're a man and you're a single parent, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get it.
I just think the system built against black men, man.
No, I don't think they could get it.
Black men.
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't got no kids or nothing, they ain't gonna give you nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if you're a single black man, you should also be able to get Section 8. And I'm not sure about that stuff because I don't know anything about Section 8 really. But I just figure I feel like it's based on your income. Now, what you're saying is new to me about you. If you're on Section 8, you can't have a man in the house. I don't know. I never was on Section 8. But I mean, my philosophy is if you are getting benefits from the system, even if you have a man in the house and maybe y'all have low income or whatever, you could get it, but like you should be trying to evolve, get to a better place. Everybody need help sometimes, everybody need help sometimes. So I don't think it's built against or to separate families. I think people just get complacent and then they just,
So with me reading just now based off, so they say you can't allow guests longer than 14 consecutive days to stay with you. So whether it's a man or a woman, so more than likely when they probably say you can't have a man in the house, meaning a woman can't have a man stay longer than 14 days if he isn't a part of that family. You get what I'm saying? So if he's a part of the family and you have him on that, like when y'all first signed up, like he's a part of that family, then he can stay. But if he isn't a part of that family and you just say, oh, Johnny about to come live here, he's about to be my new husband or whatever, if he ain't on that list, he can't stay.
I wonder if they put full family.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That will make sense. But if they don't allow a full family to be on it.
Yeah, they don't allow boyfriends. If you got a boyfriend,
I mean that makes sense though, because a boyfriend can come and go.
Yeah, a husband. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of me like the black people said, African Americans, we set our own self up. You know what I'm saying? Like the black man leave most of the time. We give up they leave. They give up their responsibility. So why take care of somebody who's going in and out of something that I'm helping you take care of?
Well,
I ain't even a part of no system. I ain't gonna do it.
And why let somebody come? Why, if I'm paying for you to stay at this house, why I'm gonna let somebody come stay rent free for longer than 14 consecutive days, right? Or just live
or any days. That's how I see it. But yeah,
off of the money, off of the money and the things that I'm providing you with.
Right. I completely agree with you. Yeah.
I disagree. I think that's a control factor.
It's not, but
well, you know what? You're getting the help. You on somebody else's dime.
Yeah, so
you on somebody else's dime.
So, but imagine if you're paying for somebody to stay somewhere. If you're paying for somebody to stay somewhere, and they got somebody benefiting off your money who you didn't approve of, like, or you give somebody $1 million, but they just saying, I'm gonna just let them spend this money and just do whatever they want to do with it. Like
it is our money because it's taxpayers' money.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I don't have a problem with it. I believe you should have whoever staying there as long as you're within the permit building cost code, between, it ain't a fire issue.
The effect's gonna be the same.
Yeah,
like they ain't gonna have Section 8 houses in certain areas.
Yeah, but I think they should allow to have a boyfriend living in there or not.
I don't. Not unless his income is a part of it.
I just don't think. I think.
Well, they said longer than 14 days, so you can't. So basically, you can have somebody stay with you if they're on an approved family list. If they're on the list saying that they're your family, that you approved for them to be your family, you can have them stay with you. But if you just saying I'm gonna bring Johnny in and he's gonna stay for the next 5 months, like no, he can't do that because it's longer than 14 days.
14 consecutive days.
14 consecutive days. Yeah, 14. Let me.
So all he got to do is be.
You can 14 days. Yeah, it says 14 consecutive days.
But you know how the government works. If that person is grown, this is how I think they probably will work though. But if that person is grown, they probably gonna want his income too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna feel like you're getting over. They're gonna feel like you're getting over on them.
You're absolutely getting over if that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You getting over if you're doing that. If somebody's living with you, but it's that's how the system should be that way. But we as women should be that way too. Our mindset should be that way. Like if you're living here, your income should be a part of this because you know what I'm saying. You're living here. It should just be a part of it.
Oh, so what about the education system? You think the education system is built for or against African American black beautiful people?
In my philosophy, I think it's built for everybody. We don't know all of our history because it was left out. You know what I'm saying? So we basically learned what was being taught, but I guess I don't really know how to answer that because there's a lot about the education system that we learned, and it was right and it was truthful, but it was a lot about it that we, that wasn't true. So I don't really know how to answer if it was built for black people. I think it was. I don't know. But the now is we have so many ways that we can learn. I mean, we can't change what was already done, but we can look at the now.
I think that's why they're losing control. They losing control. That's why so much stuff that's going on right now. I feel like because too many people got too much access to too much information, and people learning stuff.
Get the information and use it. Yeah,
they are. That's why the stock market going crazy. I feel like they done messed it up. Stock market going crazy because the whole economy about to go crazy because too much access to too much information to too many different people. So.
Yeah, get the information and use it. Like, there's really no excuse now, like, we can look back on it and say, well, it wasn't built for us, Okay, we can't change that, the past, but with, we have so many avenues and so much access to different things and different ways to learn whatever is needed. So let's just move forward, because we can't take steps back and do nothing about what's already done, but we can do some stuff now. So get information, learn it, utilize it in the right way. Build from that. That's what I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, man, Ma, I thank you for calling. You had another question for Boogie?
So, I do. So as far as like welfare, what's a good amount of time you think somebody should be on welfare? Your honest opinion.
I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on your situation.
What's the worst situation? What's the max, you think?
What would be the worst situation? Like, okay, let me think of something.
Let's see, to say that's a good question. Let's say you got let's see, 3 kids, you ain't got a job, you need some time to get yourself together to get back running again. How long you think it would take?
Well, I think the length of time should depend on, I think there should be some type of way that they can, because there's so many programs now, like they're sending you from work to school, from school to work or whatever. They got so many programs now. Like if you start them off, like, okay, you can get these benefits, but you need to go to school. Say you hadn't gotten your diploma or whatever, you need to go to school because that sets you up, to get at least some kind of job to get some income in, whatever the length of time that is, and that they allow you to go to school, and they assist with jobs sometimes, helping you get a job. Whatever that length of time is, that's a start. And at the same time, teach you how to budget. Sometimes people have jobs and they make this money, they don't know how to budget. You know what I'm saying? They might make just enough money to make ends meet, and they don't know how to budget the money. So
that's true.
We're gonna sit somebody down, let somebody sit with some of these people, or have classes or something, and maybe teach them. Okay, say you have X amount of money, and you're in a low income house. This is how you can budget your money and start saving to do something else. Let me help you, show you how to work on your credit so you can do this.
That's the answer right there.
Yeah, whatever those length of times are, because I think it depends on what your situation is, the length of time that it may take. Because nobody can tell you like how long your hard time gonna last. It just depends. Like if you got 3 kids, you're a single parent, whatever. What if one of your kids just get a lifelong illness? You know, that prevents some stuff.
Man,
like,
they should have definitely helped you.
That's actually a good idea.
That's a good idea. They should if somebody sign up for welfare money, like you said, they should have a financial wellness plan put together for these people.
Yeah, because they can actually save money in the long run. Because there's some people that ride it out 5 years if they could. You know what I'm saying?
You got some people that are gonna do it for life.
If you put like, that's actually a good idea. What she said, if you put like a 2-year cap to it, or if you come up with a plan that might cut the time down in half, and you might save more money in the long run.
But it's all about if they want to come up with this plan. Because think about it, like during this pandemic, they came up with plans for a lot of these companies to get out of the situation that they are. They easily came up with a plan to say, oh, we know you've been affected by the coronavirus through the pandemic, so we're going to give you this to help you get through this and that, or this, that. So they can easily do it, but do they want to? No. Why would I do that when I can keep people here and I can keep control of them?
Exactly. But
people got to also, you know what I'm saying, the benefits, the people who are benefiting from it got to also have the drive to do things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I know I need to take this class, you know, because I'm making money. It's not that I'm making money. I spend my money carelessly. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm using my money in other ways. Okay, so I got to be able to push myself to do whatever it takes to make more money or to better my situation. Like, you got to have that too. Like, you can't just expect for them to just say, okay, we're going to give you this 2 years now. You need to actually have some kind of way where you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to get my butt up and take these classes. You got to take the initiative. You know, yourself some too now.
Yeah,
but
it's on the person, yeah.
But you know, a lot of us, but you know, a lot in the Black community, we live off like seeing. So like, prime example, like I said, you can't tell somebody to stop selling drugs without showing them a way out. Meaning, like, I can't, if you telling me I can make $5,000 in the street just doing this, show me a job that's gonna pay me $5,000 doing the same thing, or not the same thing, but doing something that can make me $5,000 in a week. If you can't show me that, then why am I take this job? So I feel like a lot of Black people live off that.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, your mindset, and I ain't never been no drug dealer, but I feel like if you're a drug dealer or whatever your level is in it, because I'm sure there's some kind of like levels. I know it's levels to it. I'm sure there's levels to it. Whatever it is, like you're a boss of somebody.
Yeah.
So why don't you just take some classes to be a boss, get the paperwork to go behind it? Because you're running something. That's what you're running a business. You're taking part in the business. Yeah. So why you gotta get somebody to show me a job that's gonna pay me this? No, how about you take what you know as far as running the streets and doing whatever you're doing, bossing these people or doing whatever it is, the drug is, take that and utilize it in a positive way. You got strengths. Everybody got them. You just got to find out what they are.
Yeah, you know.
But Antoine was right though. He said the money ain't the same. So why would I do this? And I can easily be in the street and make $5,000 in less time.
You'd be surprised. You can make that money legally too. You'd be surprised.
No, you can, but
think about it. Think about the work they put in as a drug dealer. If you put that same work in legally, you can make it, because it's 10 times harder being a drug dealer. Let me tell you why. Because legally, there's no stress. There's no looking over your shoulder. When you a drug dealer, you selling weights of drugs. You're avoiding the police. You worried about getting robbed.
Killed.
Worried about getting killed. It's so much stuff that goes on that it makes your job 10 times harder.
But some people rather live like that
and then you got to plan out. You got to plan out your day. You got to plan out how you got to do things.
I don't think
that's a lot of work.
I think the time also, the time restraint too, because like if I go into the corporate world, I'm consolidated to this office
you take a lot of the stress and risk off your mind.
But also think about this also. I'm consolidated to this desk from 9 to 5. I gotta be in this office from 9 to 5. I'm on a structure now. And meaning out here to work.
We're talking about you being your own boss, running your own business.
Oh
yeah.
That's what she was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can if you run it, if you doing that, that's just me talking. Like I said, I don't really know how that works. because I ain't never been involved in drugs like that. But I'm just thinking anything that you're doing to make money, you being creative.
Yeah.
You're being creative because it's making you money. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever it is, right or wrong, and I ain't got no heaven or hell put nobody in, but whatever you're doing, right or wrong, to make whatever money, like when do you get to the point where you say, I got enough money to go ahead and do this, let me stop this, or let me get out of this and go ahead and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got to do this all your life. Do it, whatever it is you're doing. Like I said, I ain't even agree. I'm not saying it's okay, but whatever you're doing, you're doing it anyway. So if you're making the money, why not? Okay, I'm gonna make this amount of money, and I'm gonna start this business. I'm gonna do this right here, and this is gonna help me get out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, money making Mitch, he said that, you know, if he did that, then the streets won't love him the same.
Well, I don't know who that is, but like somebody tell him better.
All right, my man. I love you. Thank you for calling in.
I love you too. Y'all fellas have a great night. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, this was a great night, man. This is a great night. A lot of information shared. I feel like I say every week, I learn something new every week for real. Yeah, like even about the Section 8 thing. Like, I mean, I didn't know all the rules.
Well, actually, I'm trying to get into Section 8 business.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you was trying to get on Section 8. I was about to say, what?
No, because I actually bought a book from a dude I used to follow on YouTube, and he had a book out because he owned mad like Section 8 properties. And it's actually a good book, so that's how I know about the rules and shit. Because I got the book.
Yeah. I heard that Section 8. I heard they lock you in for like 15 years.
Because you ain't got to worry about chasing nobody down for rent. You know what you're going to get every month.
Do you have to cover the, you don't have to cover maintenance, do you?
The maintenance?
Or does the government do that?
Nah, you got to cover the maintenance.
Oh, you cover
You're the landlord, but they pay you by, and that's another thing about Section 8. They don't pay you by the size of your house. They pay you by the number of bedrooms you got.
Oh,
you have a small house with a lot of bedrooms, they're going to pay you per bedroom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what dude was saying. Like, stay away from big houses when you do Section 8. Just do normal, small to medium-sized houses. You're getting paid by the bedroom. And the maintenance, the bigger the house, the bigger the maintenance bills.
Yeah.
You got to fix stuff. You got to fix big problems with big houses. So it's like, I got to find a book. I got to go through it again.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah. But then you just start printing money every month. Checks coming in.
Word.
All right. So my quote for today: if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Once again, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles.
Break that one down for me one time.
If you know the enemy, like basically like what you were saying earlier, like so you gotta know yourself first. Once you know yourself, and then if you know the enemy as well,
you don't gotta fear shit.
Nah, you ain't gotta fear nothing.
All right.
And that's from Hason Cue. How you say it?
Yeah, you got to say that again, because you got to quote him when you say the nigga's shit.
He's dead, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who the hell that is.
Sun Tzu, he wrote the Art of War, man.
No, I know he did. I'm saying he's dead, right? I don't know.
Oh, I would assume so.
What you mean you assume so?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Yeah, because that book been out for a long time.
That don't mean he dead, though.
Nah, bro, that shit is a classic, though.
Yeah.
I said it right.
Sun Tzu.
Okay. You sitting there laughing.
Yo, that's
darn, this joker died 497 BC.
I told you the damn shit
BC is before Christ?
Yeah.
So what Bible you think they was reading?
I don't know all that.
Man.
Yo, check this out.
Let me say this quote first so we can end it. So when we get done, we can. All right. So my quote for today is: if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. And that's from the late, great Sun Tzu.
Yeah, that's it.
Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu. Yeah.
All right. I make sure I say it right because y'all start laughing at me if I say stuff wrong. Like, look at that.
I do. All right, I'm gonna laugh if anybody say something wrong.
But yeah, just make sure y'all support this week. This is episode number 8. Just make sure y'all show that support, man. And we really we're just 3 guys out here, just trying to educate, populate.
We just having fun, man.
Yeah, for real.
Just having fun, yeah. Just sharing our thoughts, just sharing our conversations that we have amongst each other. Like to be honest, 100%. If we wasn't on this podcast, we would still have the same conversation with each other, for real.
Well,
for real.
That's a fact.
And now we just sharing it with y'all. Because it's a couple times we call each other and we be like, save that. Say that we can use that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So just make sure
thank y'all.
Y'all hit those buttons and thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next week.